What's better, the lying hamstring curl or the seated version? And how can you do them to get the most gains? Strength coach Gareth Sapstead has all the answers.
First off, we want that pad set to the right position. Now, the right position is so we can keep it on our heels throughout, but then also we're maintaining this kind of rotation of the system with our knees, where our knees are going to be producing that movement, allowing that movement. So as you'll see, when I lie down prone on my front, I can have that directly on my heels, and where that machine rotates is obviously just centered around where my knee can flex as well. My hip is directly in that groove. I'll get myself as locked in as I possibly can. Now, I don't mind kind of rounded shoulders on this. We're not creating any movement from your upper body here. We're not worried about loading, do kind of a flex back position or anything. So I don't mind some rounded shoulders. We just want to be as locked in as possible. And all we're going to be doing is thinking about driving our heels up towards our bum, squeezing our hamstrings at the top as hard as we can. Full range of motion is when that pad ideally touches your butt, touches the top of your hamstrings. All the way down. And then pad ideally touches your hamstrings at the top. Keeping yourself locked in and stable as much as you can throughout. So this is a seated hamstring curl. What we're going to be doing with the seated hamstring curl, unlike, for example, a lying prone hamstring curl, is you're going to be having your hips in a flex position. Now, by having your hips in a flex position, because your hamstrings cross both your hip and your knee, we're going to be lengthening that hamstring a little bit more in this versus, say, a lying or prone hamstring curl variation where our hips are more extended. So we're going to lock ourselves in place here. Get as locked in as you possibly can. Hips stay flexed. I sometimes like to really kind of lock in here if you're lifting heavy weights. As long as you're getting that, or as long as you're maintaining that hip flex position, it's absolutely fine, okay? So from there, all we're going to be doing is driving our heels down towards our butt. Squeeze hard there. And then getting as much length as we can all the way to the top. So that's where you'll probably feel a lot more kind of tension in your hamstrings in that top position because we're really stretching them at the top. But that doesn't mean we don't focus on that squeeze at the bottom as well.
If you enjoyed this information, hit that like button to let us know. Plus, if you never want to miss another T Nation video again, hit subscribe and that little notification bell right next to it.